Hey Parker, so as you know, it is November, it's the month of weeks, the theme is beginnings. Whew. Okay, so first off, I'm at 0 words. Because I'm at 0 words, I'm going to be going downstairs and writing words and editing this once I finish, so I still have plenty of time to catch up, right? I hope. So now, Parker, I don't know if you know this, but I have been a reader for as long as I can remember. I've been reading since first grade. So one of my earliest memories of writing a story was a short nonfiction story assignment where we had to write just any sort of cohesive story, really, and mine was a very thinly veiled Pirates of the Caribbean fanfiction. My first fanfiction was in 2nd or 3rd grade. I very vividly remember I even had a Mary Sue self-insert who was a combination of the two most famous female pirates, and they were very thinly veiled everything in relation to the Pirates of the Caribbean. It was very obviously, looking back on it, it was very obviously fanfiction that I just completely ripped off from the source material, basically. But honestly, just the positive reception I got from my teacher, even though it must have been horrible to read, the positive reception I got from my teacher and my mother from this story that was maybe 10 pages long or something, which was an accomplishment as a little kid. And, their praise kind of spurred me into my further love of writing and eventually going into creative writing as a minor. So my first story was a Pirates of the Caribbean fanfiction. My first fanfiction was Pirates of the Caribbean that I wrote before I knew fanfiction was a thing, which I feel like that's a probably pretty common phenomena. Now, my first real delving into fandom and my first real fanfiction, when I knew what fanfiction was, and I read plenty of it, was a fanfiction for a not very obscure anime. It has some sort of cult following, called Alice Academy, or Gaku and Alice, and that too had a pretty obvious self-insert, and it was just horribly cliche and Mary Sue-ish. It was a nightmare. And so, since we're writing NaNoWriMo and we're doing all this, writing and beginnings, it made me think back to my beginnings as a writer and these horrible, horrible fanfictions that I wrote. I'm completely sure I could dig them up given the chance, but I don't think I want to because they are that bad. And some things deserve to be just hidden forever. Fun fact, my longest running fanfiction was a 30,000 unpublished Fall Out Boy fanfiction that I will not be sharing with anyone ever. So there's that. Pretty much I've just always been into fanfiction and that whole fandom aspect of it. I don't write original stuff as often, but here goes for NaNoWriMo. Why not? DFTBA, stay super. Oh boy, let's get started on NaNoWriMo. Bye.